Nityanandam. So today I wanted to share a little bit about what's been going on the last month and a half or 2 months with my business. And hopefully I can give you guys some hope, or hopefully maybe you'll learn from something that I say. So recently I had a celebration because I got my first account with a restaurant called Hope Cafe. And I wanted to just share a little bit about what led up to this account. So when I first started the business, I did a couple things. I quit my job because I wanted to send a message to myself, basically, that I'm serious about this and I'm not gonna do what I was doing before, because one, I don't want to feed people crap. Like what I don't want to work with chemicals. I don't want to work with eggs. I don't want to put the stuff in the food anymore. So I left my job and decided to put everything I have into forming the menu, creating the price list, and getting the accounts I needed for the business. So that's what I've been working on for a month, but I just wasn't seeing the accounts manifest that I wanted. Like, I wanted it to be a wholesale bakery that sells to restaurants in the Los Angeles area, because I know a restaurant is a good account. They're always busy, so they're constantly going to be ordering. They're not, and once their customer starts to buy it, they're not going to stop ordering from you. They'll just, the orders will only increase. So those accounts really weren't happening for me, and I wasn't sure why, because I was going in, I was talking to the owners, and they would ask for samples. They're really excited about it, but then they just would never order. So I'm like, what is going on here? I need to just look in and see what I could find. So I started to go into completion with money and looking at my finances in my 20s and how I was not responsible with that money. So because I have tried to do completion with money before and I could never really connect it back to my childhood. But once I started with this, because I was very reckless in my 20s, I was like a serious drug addict, and I was also married to someone who had taken out joint accounts in my name, which I did not know about, which he had overdrawn and basically destroyed. So when this person died, I became aware of the financial damage that was done, and it was all in my name, and I had really no idea about it. So I had to file bankruptcy, and like I said, I wasn't in a position to pay it back because I had been in a severe car accident. So I was actually in a wheelchair, and I couldn't even feed myself, let alone work. So I filed bankruptcy, and I had all this damage, that to the point where I can't even get a bank account. So I had a lot of obstacles going into starting this business. One, the financial wreckage was just like crazy. Like I said, I haven't had a bank account in 7 years. How am I going to start a business when I can't even get a bank account? But somehow it's happening. So second, also, like, I needed health department approval. I needed all these things that I didn't have. And really all it took was just sitting down and doing completion and bringing more integrity into my morning routine. So after I did those two things, right, doing puja every day with integrity, doing the panchakriyas, and then looking at the money and completions, taking responsibility for it, where did I cause this situation to happen? Instead of like looking at it like, oh, the situation happened to me, it's not my fault, I had to really look in and see, like, how did I create this? And then when I did that, I looked back into my childhood, and I could see it so clearly. I looked at my parents' relationship, and I saw how I had recreated all of this in my 20s, and I had put myself in the position that I am in today. So once I had that click and was able to taking responsibility for that is like such freedom, because then you have the power to change the situation. So after I did that, then going back in this restaurant and just getting the count so easily. All I did was I sat down and had lunch with my son, and I'm just sitting there, and I have my Atmalinga, and I'm looking, I'm like, I really need an account. Like, I have literally $40 in my bank account right now, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I just took the Atmalinga and I asked Swamiji, please help me get this account, and I handed him the price sheet, he went in the back and discussed some things and came back out and ordered from my bakery. So now my bakery is going to be supplying this restaurant. And like, there's no reason that he couldn't have ordered a month ago when I first went in there. But like Swamiji says, the door is closed, but it's not locked. And that's how I feel this account happened for me. Once I did that completion, I was able to have that door open for me so that I could get the first account. So I hope that this helps you guys. And if you're in a position where you're thinking that there's too many obstacles, really the obstacles, they're not even real. Like I mean, I have a very long list of reasons why this won't work out, and somehow each day it is working. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, and just don't give up.